Ed Bishop as Commander Ed Straker. Born June 11, 1932, Ed Bishop commanded SHADO, with icy resolve and hidden compassion as Ed Straker. Then he wore silver wigs and sunglasses while directing Earth's secret war against alien invaders. Now, after a respected career in voice and TV work, Bishop passed in 2005, but his legacy as one of Sci-Fi's coolest leaders endures. Like and subscribe if Straker's steel nerves and soft heart made him your kind of hero. Dolores Mantez as Lieutenant Nina Barry. Born in 1936, Dolores Mantez brought confidence and calm to Moonbase as Lieutenant Nina Barry. Then, she helped shape the iconic look of the show: silver hair, purple wigs, and pure authority. Now, Mantez left acting in the 70s and passed in 2012, but fans still admire her poised performance. Subscribe and like to honor the woman who helped command the moon with grace and grit. Michael Billington as Colonel Paul Foster. Born December 24, 1941, Michael Billington joined SHADO as Paul Foster, the rookie pilot turned top agent. Then, his growth from outsider to trusted lieutenant made him a fan favorite. Now, though Billington passed in 2005, his charisma still jumps off the screen in every episode. Like and subscribe if Foster's fire and loyalty kept SHADO sharp. Ashia Broff as Lieutenant Ashia Johnson. Born November 12, 1948, Ashia Broff lit up Moonbase as Lieutenant Johnson, a cool presence behind the radar screen. Then, her real-life pop star charisma brought warmth and diversity to Sci-Fi's future. Now, she stepped away from the spotlight, but her legacy as a Sci-Fi icon lives on. Subscribe and like if you remember Lieutenant Johnson holding it down while tracking alien threats. George Sewell as Colonel Alec Freeman. Born August 31, 1924, George Sewell was the muscle and conscience as Alec Freeman, Straker's second-in-command. Then, his dry humor and steady loyalty grounded the series through its tensest missions. Now, Sewell passed in 2007, but Freeman remains one of the show's beating hearts. Like and subscribe if you'd want Alec Freeman watching your back in a UFO fight. Keith Alexander as Lieutenant Keith Ford. Keith Alexander kept Earth safe from alien radio signals as the ever-reliable Lieutenant Ford. Then, he was the calm in SHADO storm, managing comms with flawless timing. Now, Keith Alexander moved on from acting, but his quiet professionalism still earns fan respect. Subscribe and like if Ford's voice over the airwaves kept you glued to your seat. Antonia Ellis as Lieutenant Gay Ellis. Antonia Ellis ran Moonbase with icy precision and sharp style as Lieutenant Gay Ellis. Then, she led all-female crews and made the purple wig iconic long before pop stars did. Now Ellis continued in stage and screen, but remains forever remembered as a lunar leader. Like and subscribe if Lieutenant Ellis was your favorite Moonbase commander. Gary Myers as Captain Lou Waterman. Gary Myers brought swagger and cool under pressure as skydiver pilot Captain Lou Waterman. Then, he launched torpedoes and chased UFOs beneath the ocean with ease. Now, Myers later left acting for business, but fans still salute his stylish command. Subscribe and like if Waterman's subsurfing skills made you want to join SHADO. Gabrielle Drake as Lieutenant Gay Ellis. Born March 30, 1944, Gabrielle Drake became a Sci-Fi style icon as Lieutenant Gay Ellis, commanding Moonbase with fierce focus and unforgettable fashion. Then, her purple wig and steel composure set the tone for lunar leadership. Now still active in theater and voice work, Gabrielle remains a cult favorite. Like and subscribe if her Moonbase missions made you a SHADO believer. Vladek Shabel as Dr. Doug Jackson. Born March 12, 1923, Vladek Shabel brought mystery and menace as SHADO's eerie psychiatrist Dr. Jackson. Then his cool delivery and cryptic gaze gave SHADO's inner workings a chilling edge. Now, Shabel passed in 1992, but his haunting presence still echoes in every scene. Subscribe and like if Dr. Jackson gave you shivers, with or without alien influence. John Kelly as Lieutenant John Masters. John Kelly played Lieutenant Masters, SHADO's skydiver technician who kept subs ready and systems smooth. Then his calm support and technical know-how kept Earth safe from beneath the waves. Now, little is known about Kelly's career after UFO, but his legacy rides with the skydiver. Like and subscribe if Masters helped you believe SHADO's underwater edge was unbeatable. Norma Ronald as Miss Eland. Born March 1, 1937, Norma Ronald was the ultimate gatekeeper as Straker's secretary Miss Eland. Charming receptionist by day, shadow operative by call. Then, her effortless switch from polite smiles to high-stakes commands was unforgettable. Now, Norma passed in 1993, but her role as SHADO's secret weapon still impresses. Subscribe and like if Miss Eland's double life made her one of UFO's coolest. Wanda Ventham as Colonel Virginia Lake. Born August 5, 1935, Wanda Ventham brought brains and bravery as Colonel Virginia Lake, one of SHADO's top minds. Then, she stood toe-to-toe with Straker, breaking 1970s TV molds for female leadership. Now, Wanda's long career continues, and yes, she's Benedict Cumberbatch's mom. Like and subscribe if Colonel Lake proved intellect and poise could win any war. Grant Taylor as General James Henderson. Born December 7, 1917, Grant Taylor played SHADO's top brass, General Henderson, the man behind the curtain. Then, his sharp temper and political clout often clashed with Straker's grit. Now, Taylor passed in 1971, but his stern authority helped ground the series. Subscribe and like if Henderson's pressure made Straker even tougher. Jeremy Wilkin as skydiver Officer Craig Collins. Born June 6, 1930, Jeremy Wilkin played Craig Collins, a top pilot who met a tragic fate after alien influence. Then his twist-filled arc added depth and heartbreak to SHADO's world. Now, Wilkin passed in 2017, but fans remember his emotional performance with reverence. Like and subscribe if Craig Collins' story made you feel the true cost of the fight. Georgina Moon as Lieutenant Sylvia Howell. Georgina Moon brought efficiency and elegance as Lieutenant Howell, one of Moonbase vital tech officers. Then, her calm professionalism helped Moonbase face alien attacks with cool command. Now, Moon stepped back from acting, but fans still recognize her grace in a silver wig. Subscribe and like if Lieutenant Howell kept your lunar defenses locked in. Harry Baird as Lieutenant Bradley. Born May 12, 1931, Harry Baird played Lieutenant Bradley, a dependable shadow operative both on Moonbase and Earth. Then, Baird brought charisma and strength, breaking ground as one of the first black actors in a major sci-fi role. Now, though Baird passed in 2005, his legacy remains powerful and pioneering. Subscribe and like if Lieutenant Bradley's presence made SHADO stronger and more inclusive. Peter Gordino as Captain Peter Carlin. Born June 20, 1939, Peter Gordino doubled as a singer, dancer, and action hero as skydiver Captain Peter Carlin. Then, Carlin was SHADO's first line of defense, with tragic backstory and fearless edge. Now, Gordino passed in 2008, but his cool under pressure still defines skydiver's legacy. Like and subscribe if Carlin's courage under fire made him your SHADO MVP. Andrea Allen as Lieutenant Sylvia Howell later episodes. Born in 1946, Andrea Allen stepped in as Lieutenant Howell during later episodes, maintaining Moonbase top-tier tech standards. Then, her cool demeanor and strong presence added fresh energy to the all-female Moonbase team. Now, Allen left acting in the 1980s, but her Moonbase missions remain fan favorites. Subscribe and like if you remember Andrea's poised performance among the stars. Anuska Hempel as Lieutenant Nina Barry. Born December 13, 1941, Anuska Hempel gave Lieutenant Barry a polished calm that lit up Moonbase. Then, her role mixed elegance with tension, showing SHADO could be stylish and deadly. Now a celebrated hotelier, Hempel's sci-fi beginnings are still part of her legacy. Like and subscribe if Lieutenant Barry was your vision of lunar leadership. Stephen Burkoff as Paul Roper. Born August 3, 1937, Stephen Burkoff brought intensity to guest role Paul Roper, a man who faced alien influence with tragic consequences. Then, his performance added raw drama and a sense of inner conflict to SHADO's fight. Now, Burkoff remains a respected actor and playwright with a career of bold roles. Subscribe and like if Paul Roper's sacrifice stuck with you long after the credits. Maxwell Shaw as Dr. Schroeder. Born February 21, 1929, Maxwell Shaw played Dr. Schroeder, SHADO's quiet medical brain, always present but never flashy. Then his calm authority added realism and weight to SHADO's operations. Now, Shaw passed in 1985, but his understated work made a lasting mark. Like and subscribe if Dr. Schroeder's steady hand grounded the show's sci-fi chaos. Basil Moss as control operator. Basil Moss added precision and professionalism in a recurring role as a SHADO control operator. Then his clipped voice and serious face made earthbound coordination look easy. Now mostly retired from screen, Moss helped flesh out SHADO's unsung heroes. Subscribe and like if you know the operators kept SHADO standing. Guido Santana as alien operative. Guido Santana often appeared as one of the mysterious alien figures, silent, eerie, and unforgettable in their sea green suits. Then, Santana's work helped make the invaders truly alien, otherworldly in look and motion. Now his screen legacy may be quiet, but his performance fueled the show's sense of fear. Like and subscribe if those glass-helmeted aliens still haunt your dreams. Alan Tucker as SHADO technician, uncredited roles. Alan Tucker appeared in small but important background roles within SHADO HQ, uncredited but part of the machine. Then, Tucker's presence gave realism to SHADO operations, embodying the silent workers behind the tech. Now Alan Tucker is mostly off the radar, but his contributions helped build the world of UFO. Like and subscribe if you appreciate the unsung crew members who made SHADO believable. Mark Hawkins as SHADO security, uncredited appearances. Mark Hawkins played background SHADO security personnel, rarely speaking, but always on alert. Then his strong screen presence added depth to the idea that Earth was under constant threat. Now Hawkins faded from the screen, but his stoic role showed SHADO's constant vigilance. Subscribe and like if you noticed the ever-watchful defenders in the background of each alien encounter. Burnell Tucker as SHADO operative/technician. Born May 28, 1930, Burnell Tucker popped up frequently across UFO episodes as various technicians and officers. Then, his sharp looks and serious tone added credibility to SHADO's high-stakes missions. Now, with roles in Star Wars and Superman 2, Tucker is a genre staple with a quiet legacy. Like and subscribe if you spotted Burnell across your favorite sci-fi worlds.